on, underscoring the point. It may look good right now, but things change quickly.
Right, yes, they do. And talking about things changing quickly, we are expecting it to be changing for our viewers who live in the Citrus County area. Our Jennifer Titus has been live all morning long for us in Crystal River, giving us a firsthand look about what we can expect. Jen, I was just looking on the Citrus County Sheriff's website. They were saying that they're going to be updating it throughout the day, letting people know exactly what they need to know as the storm goes through. They're saying the water's going to be rising around 9 a.m. We already saw that, and they said it'll peak sometime around 8 p.m. What are you seeing as far as that water rising where you are?
We're noticing it rise just a little bit, Sarah. It's not made its way over the seawall yet, but you can see it is right there, high tide in about the next hour or so. And then we just kind of have to play the waiting game. What is Helene going to do to this area? Right now, that storm surge projected at 10 to 15 feet. I just spoke to one woman. She came up here and just devastated because she's like, if Crystal River gets that 10 to 15 feet, this whole area will be underwater. To put that into perspective for you guys, Idalia brought a 7-foot storm surge here to Crystal River, right here at Birds Underwater. We spoke to them for Debbie just a month ago, and they showed us how high the water got in here. So when we were here a few months ago and we talked to them, they were unloading everything from the store, and I was like, I bet they're going to do that for this storm. And I was right. I took a peek. Everything is removed from inside to higher ground. That's really the story here in the low-lying areas of Citrus County, in Crystal River, in Zone A, where there is a mandatory evacuation. We saw people at a few houses just down the way. They have actually moved their appliances, their refrigerators, their washers and dryers. They moved them up to higher ground because they just replaced them from Idalia. Idalia got 4 feet of water inside their building. And now again, guys, with that 10 to 15 feet, they are just really expecting the worst. So they're doing anything they can to prepare. We've seen boards, we've seen sandbags, we've seen everything along the businesses, along these homes, as they continue to hear that projected storm surge. I just talked to another lady. She said, I lived here all my life. I don't remember it ever being projected at 10 to 15 feet. And it's just heartbreaking because a lot of these people have either just moved back in to their homes after Hurricane Idalia, or they're still waiting to move back in, and they're just waiting to see what is this storm going to do. It's really the calm before the storm out here. We've seen a few wind gusts come through, but that's really about it. We've seen a little bit of drizzle. Right now we kind of have an open sky, so we are seeing a lot of people make their way along the roadways right now, and they say, we're just checking things out. We wanted to see how high Kings Bay is, and the sheriff's office is asking anybody who was in that zone A, who is in a mandatory evacuation, to evacuate now. Don't come out here and look at things. Go to a hotel, go to higher grounds, because these conditions are just going to continue to deteriorate throughout the day. And that's why we are out here kind of just watching things, making sure that we are safe. We did see people come over to the boats here from the crab plant, making sure that they are tied down good, and now they have left as well. Again, you are seeing people come out here checking to see how high Kings Bay is. They are just wondering, how high is it going to get? We talked to you ladies. What the highest you guys have seen it?
7 foot. I've actually seen it actually on, it went out to 44. And it actually went out to, we actually had a boat in the middle of 19. Mm-hmm. I've never seen, well, I actually seen that in 1993 when of the No Name storm. Yeah. Yep.
I remember Idalia, we actually saw a dumpster going down,
dumpster.
US 19.
Yes,
and the thing is too, you guys are longtime residents here of Crystal River. When you hear that 10 to 15 foot storm surge, I know you guys have evacuated. What do you think about that?
I think that people definitely need to take it seriously, 100%. They really do, because it might be quiet now, and then the storm surge starts coming in, and once it starts to come in, you can't change your mind. It's done deal, you know.
Yeah.
So.
And so what are you guys planning on doing? You're getting out of here, right?
Yeah, she actually was evacuated, so she's staying over at my grandmother's house right now, because she's living in a low-lying area, and she was in an RV park, and she had her pets with her and everything. So yeah, she's got a good, safe place now. So.
And you're going to make sure you're safe.
Holly, I'm a survivor of many of things. When it comes to weather and Mother Nature, no, don't try to fight it. Don't try.
Not the power of water.
I was going to sit still, but I was like, going to be surrounded by water. the RV park that I was staying at shut the electric off at 2 p.m. yesterday in preparation for this. So I was like, I can't go without air conditioning, 4 pets, being surrounded by water on, my little oasis here. No. No.
And that's what the
I was here for the no-name storm. The no-name storm was, just like it said, no name. It crept in the night, and a lot of these storms are coming in the nighttime.
and it wasn't projected at 10 to 15 feet, was it?
No, ma'am.
And this is
And that-
just
Just like a dahlia.
And I was living at Port Paradise as it was then, where the ale house is, and oh my gosh, we were woken up to sirens and a National Guard coming through to get those because we had no warning for the no name. But you got warning now. Heed that warning.
Heed that warning is exactly right. You ladies stay safe. That is what the sheriff's office is hoping everybody is doing right now, that they are heeding those warnings. And if you are in that evacuation zone, you are evacuating. Get to a hotel, get to a safe place, get to one of the shelters. Everybody else, guys, is just doing what they can to sit back and wait to see how bad it is going to get. The sandbags are up, the boards are on the doors, and now it's just this waiting game to see how high the storm surge is going to get here, Sarah and Frank, in Crystal River.